Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be trying a power washer sandblaster attachment. And so this is what came in the box. I got some hose, the nozzle, and then this suction thing that goes in the sand. So I'm going to hook this up and we're going to test it out. Okay, so I've got the nozzle assembled. This is just a generic, you can order through many online retailers. The sand I'm using is a fine sand. It's a quickcrete, just sand. And I imagine you could play around with different types of sand. This is what I'm trying. The power washer is a 3100 psi, 2.3 gallon per minute. And a couple things I'm going to test is this is just some rectangle tube. There's not so much flaking, but just a lot of little rust on here. And then I've also got this rim, and I'm going to see how this works. I haven't prepped it or done anything. It could probably, I'm sure if I scraped it a little bit first, but I'm just going to hit it like this and see what happens. And these are the two different items I'm going to test out with the sandblaster. And afterwards, I've got this screen, so I can just let all the sand and everything dry out, and I'll just sweep it all up, screen it, and I can reuse the sand multiple times. So I'm going to fire this up and we'll test it. Okay, so here's what I got. I mean, that came out real nice. It was pretty quick. Everything was in real time. And here's the rim. And I mean, there was some pretty heavy pitting and stuff. And down here. So I'm going to play around with this a little bit more. But for that short little bit, look at how much sand it used. So I noticed when it was coming out, it seemed to be coming out really, really thick. It was blasting a lot of sand. So I might play around with this combination and do a little update, maybe put like a flow control valve on here, so it actually does a little bit less sand when it comes out. So thanks for watching, and I'm pretty impressed with this thing, and especially because I don't need a compressor or anything else. I've already got the power washer. I think this thing works pretty good. So far I'm very happy with the inexpensive power washer sandblaster. One thing I did was I installed a bowl valve on here. This way I could adjust the volume of sand that was going through, and I could turn it down just slightly. It really seemed like it was spraying way more sand than it needed to, and I've been using it for a while now like this, and I'm getting the same results, and I'm using a lot less volume of sand. The other thing is, this is a 3100 psi. Ideally I have to be fairly close. I feel like if I was a little bit higher psi, I could bring it back a little bit and get a much larger spread. You can kind of see on here, you know, I'm getting maybe a 1/2 inch to 1 inch spray pattern on here. So my recommendation would be use it with somewhere around a 3500 psi, and then add a valve on there, and this thing really seems, I'm pretty impressed with how it works, and it makes a lot less mess than my regular sandblaster. My tank sandblaster seems to work just as well, and I don't have to wait for the compressor to pump up to use it. I would say anything under this pressure, it's probably not going to be very effective, and it's going to be pretty slow. So this is with the valve installed. So I hope that gives you a good idea of how this works. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if this helped you out.